Good evening. Today discussion is we're going to talk about sexual harassment in the workplace. Sexual harassment in the workplace has been around for a long time, and despite some may believe that it has been about power and authority, those who have experienced it, regardless of who they are, the experience has been to be traumatic and demeaning. Sexual harassment should not be tolerated in the workplace in an environment that is often frequented by predators. According to author Martha Langigan, when presented with sexual harassment in the workplace, tells the person, "What you've done is completely inappropriate. The conversation is done. Then promptly remove yourself from the situation." As an employee in the public school district where we are surrounded by many adults and children, it is essential that we are mindful of all our actions and behaviors. Sexual harassment should never be tolerated in the workplace, and one should stand up to the predators who feel that they are entitled because of power, position, and prestige. It does not matter who you are. Sexual harassment is a crime, and it's punishable by law. Many well-known figures today are being accused of sexual harassment, from the President of the United States to famous Hollywood celebrities and to regular workplace citizens. Sexual harassment often happens when someone has a lot of power in the workplace that feels that they can get away with it. The question being, is this okay? Should someone who is a supervisor or an executive of a business be allowed to get away of this type of behavior? The answer is no. Sexual harassment in the workplace by someone of power can lead to desired consequences. Recently, in the news, famous and well-respected news anchor for the Today Show, Matt Lauer, is being accused from several different women of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior. Fox News broke these news that on the same day that the Christmas tree was to be lit at the Rockefeller Center in New York City, the Today Show fired Mr. Lauer for inappropriate behavior. This is a man who is famous and wealthy. He probably thought that the power he had over the staff members and employees gave him the right to behave in this manner. Many people like Mr. Lauer feel entitled, and because of their position in their workplace, often feel that they can get away with this. They prey on the people from who they feel will not report the sexual harassment. Oftentimes, when these types of behaviors come to light, the people who are close to the offender are shocked and in disbelief that someone that they know was behaving this way towards others. Bottom line is that sexual harassment is illegal, and it does not matter what type of power you hold. The law is the law, and the consequences could lead up to prison time. Secondly, high-powered positions someone holds has been accused of contributing to sexual harassment in the workplace in America. For example, Donald Trump, our President of the United States, has been accused by countless women of sexual harassment before he was actually president. Many people in our country are weighing on their thoughts about this problem. According to Scholars Strategy Network, sexual harassment is not only about sex. It's also the result of men and women of position and how they use that to diminish others. President Trump is a billionaire and a businessman. He is now our president of the United States. He is married to a beautiful woman and has a successful empire. Why should someone who has everything sexually harassed in the workplace? Why should someone who holds a position of presidency of the United States be given a pass for inappropriate behavior? The answer is still no. Sexual harassment should never be tolerated. Or it should be reported immediately. In keeping up with the news lately and the issues surrounding sexual harassment, one can see that prestige has brought down many men of great stature and fame. The list is long, with such moguls as Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons, and Bill Cosby. Why does prestige play such a big role when it comes to sexual harassment in our workplace? According to film producer Kelly Marcel, sexual harassment in the workplace is an epidemic, and the toppling of moguls or people with prestige will only lead to the toppling of others. This is a much bigger issue than taking down one person. People who tend to have status in the workplace tend to harass because of the roles that they are in. They feel that just because they can run a large business and their employees need their jobs, they can do whatever they want. How can a simple, hardworking citizen challenge someone of prestige in the working place without losing their jobs? This is a hard question, especially when we live in a society where sex can be sold, bought, or even taken, especially when you are dealing with someone who has more prestige than the average person. We must stick together and take a stand against sexual harassment in our workplace. In conclusion, sexual harassment in the workplace should never be tolerated or allowed. It is easier said than done, but we must remember that we are deserving of a stress-free and safe environment at our place of employment. It may not be easy to take down a powerful, prestigious person like Donald Trump or someone who has a major role in the film industry, such as Harvey Weinstein, or perhaps someone like Mr. Bill Cosby, who has the position of a great dad on a lovely sitcom. However, we must remember that taking a stand on what we believe to be wrong is essential if we are to make better changes for the workplace. Sexual harassment is wrong, and we must stand in unity to defeat who degrade and take the integrity from others who are in a less position at their place of work. Thank you.